Damn, you guys get in here fast. uh, what's going on, Bushido Brown, John Biscuit? What's happening, fellas? Oh man, I just woke up. Oh my god. See, this is why this new wartime will be terrible for me. Like, I went to bed at 7:30, or somewhere around there. It might have been closer to 8. That's like, I don't know. Somewhere between 4 to 8 a.m. is like my time to go to sleep, typically. And this new wartime, starting and finishing at 10 a.m. is just, it's awful. Because I'm always in the middle. And the middle's like the last to go because you gotta wait for so many links to come down. Like, I hope I'm able to finish my path before I go to bed. That's all I'm saying, because I am not setting an alarm to wake up in like 3 hours to try and do those fights half asleep. My notifications are on point. Yeah. Probably because I have like no following. But yeah, I'm just gonna figure to throw this on. I'm just chilling right now. Just woke up. Gonna finish up some of these arenas before this map 7 drops. Doobalicious. What's going on, B Manny? Just gonna hit up some of these arenas here before the map 7 drop. I'm pretty much already done with them all. I'm just gonna finish up this T4 basic. Maybe I'll tack a little more points on for that 4-star Heimdall. I'm gonna grab him up. Even though I do have him as a 5-star, but I just like to have the 4-star as well. Nice streams, by the way, last night, B-Manny. That was pretty awesome. I didn't expect you to go so long. I had no idea you were planning on firing up a second stream as well. Your kids with the whole Chad chat thing, that was pretty hilarious. Oh, just come on, attack, dude. Attack! Alright, let's put this soul bond thingy on him. Boom, look at that. 15, 16k. Detonate. Hello, Dupalicious and crew, the king of scrubs has arrived. What's going on, guys? Wolfie Gamer, what's going on, man? Delithius, what's going on? Dilly Dilly. Wish you could do it more. Yeah, I wish you could too, B-Manny. It kind of sucks that, wherever it is you live, the whole internet provider service, I don't know exactly what the deal is, but definitely sucks you got that raw end of the deal with how that all works out. Not much like that Blade matchup. He's gonna be shrugging everything off so quick. Do you have spare 4-star science gem for me to use on my new void? I do actually, I'm sure. I never use my 4-star gems. I just kind of let them naturally awaken over time from opening crystals. I guess, like, if a really good champ came along and I wanted to actually rank up a 4-star, I'd use one. Pumped for map 7? Yeah, I am actually. Not pumped for the fact that, we get no preview to the map and they're just going to drop it on us and then all the planning has to occur. I think that's kind of stupid in my opinion. Like, I don't understand why they did that. Like, oh hey, you know, this new map that's gonna take a ton of coordination and it's gonna be one of the most difficult things we've introduced into the game, and yeah, there's gonna be all kinds of paths that require very specific champs in order to even really do them. Yeah, you get no preview to that whatsoever. We're just dropping it on you. Good luck, have fun. What's good, dudes? First time stream. What's going on, Dan Rios? Thanks for stopping in, man. I am doing good. I just woke up. Life is good. Glory store rating dropping in less than 3 hours. Are you planning on getting anything, or are you all set? Glory store. Oh, like the price drops and everything. Yeah. I mean, to rank 4 my Ghost and rank 4 my Corvus the other night, I actually dropped a lot of glory on like a whole bunch of the T4 basic bundles and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I got a good amount of glory. I'm sure. I'll probably just be picking up the limbo. I'll probably just be picking up like T4 basics and T1 alphas still. Like, yeah, the 900 T5B is nice, but I think it equates to like 4,000 glory for 2700 T5B, which is nice. But it's a lot of glory too, man. Like, war season's coming, and we actually still like do that whole war thing and competing, which is pretty lame. I don't know, like a lot of glory goes into health pots. Gotta stay stocked up on them, you know, one bad war and boom, like your whole stash of health pots is right out the window, so. Gotta keep that stockpile going, and yeah, I just like the rate at which I can rank up champs, buying T4 basic and T1 alpha. What's going on, Clippy? So hype. D Money Squad, yo, what's going on, man? I'm already setting aside 3 to 4 P to coordinate. Oh, peeps. Yeah, I think we pulled BG into our little BG1 officer chat last night so he can help a little with the planning. It's just, I just don't get it. I really don't. Why they're not like giving any kind of preview to the map. I really think it's dumb. But you know, whatever. That's what they want to do, then that's what they'll do. Feeling good, doing a little Saturday cleaning before I make lunch for the missus. Nice, man. Yeah, I just woke up a little bit ago, gave myself like 20 minutes to, you know, wash my face and do whatever the morning business is. Wash little dishes, get coffee going, all that good stuff. It's funny because I didn't go to bed until 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. I set my alarm for noon and I actually woke up at like quarter of, and I'm like, wow, how the hell am I already up? At that point I just decided to get up. Mary Brennan, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Any idea who your next rank 5 is? I'm assuming it's a map 7 champ. Your assumptions would be correct, sir. No, I really have no idea at the moment. I kind of want to take up my Venom. Like I have Venom at rank 4. I got 100 Cosmic Sig Stones in my inventory. I'll go show you real quick. Like, I've been sitting on 100 for so long and just like dropping some here or there into Medusa when I had overflow. And you see I got 100 of them there. I mean, my OG Vision and my Omega Red are only Sig 180, and I'm sitting on a whole bunch of these right now. 139 5-star Sig Stone crystals. Like, I just don't want to dump a ton of Cosmic into overflow. But yeah, I mean, I got my rank 4 Venom. I wouldn't mind taking him up. I think he's a really fun champ since his update. And I know watching BG during the beta, like, he's damn good for map 7, so I wouldn't mind doing that, but I gotta see, you know, where I'm gonna end up on paths and what kind of champs I might need, all that good stuff. What's going on? Victor A. Pulled a 5-star AA recently, but I already have a 4-star Awakened 550 AA. What do I do? What do you do? Well, I mean, AA is one of them champs. You know, he really benefits from his awakened ability. You know, he gets the ability accuracy shut down. He gets the heal block. I believe that comes with the dupe. So I don't know. I mean, if he's unawakened, yeah, he still gets like the great raw damage from you know, the debuffs and everything. But AA's kind of fallen off in favor. I mean, he's a great questing champ. Really good for like rage paths and some of that other stuff. Oh, great, intercepts. If any of you watched my stream the other day, you'll know I can't intercept. Not one bit. Come on, you. Hey, we hit some intercepts. What? I think No29 has something to say about spending 4K glory on T5B. Yeah, for real. I mean, most times on Path 5, like with OG Vision and Magic, like OG Vision is just, he's such a safe champ. Oh, totally forgot to do a 5th hit there. Yeah, he's such a safe champ. Like, as long as you don't make any mistakes, like, just how well he controls power in the fight, it really leaves little room for error. Like, if I do my fights well on that path, typically it doesn't take much for potion usage. But I mean, any kind of mistakes, any mess ups, and yeah, it's basically like, prepare to watch your whole item use in that war go down the drain, because any mess ups and you just, all them health pots are going out the window. PM an hour? PM an hour? What do you mean, private message an hour? Why an hour? The map don't drop for 2.5 hours, right? I think that's what you're talking about. You'll notice I just do like weird combinations of champs. Where the hell is he? Oh, here he is. Just do this so you know I can work in the rank 1s and rank 2s with the higher rank champs. Hi Doobs, good luck with map 7 today. Thank you, Yuki. I don't know if your alliance is planning on doing it, but if you guys are, good luck to you guys as well. Yeah. No matter who I fight, that Iron Man fight's gonna be a while. Watching Brian's stream will do that to you. Sometimes I end up grinding arena until 5 a.m. and working at 9. Rip. Yeah. I mean, I'm just typically up late. I don't know. I've never been a real heavy sleeper or anything. Sometimes I'm not even getting in till after BG streams, so yeah, at that point, like, I'm not the type of person that can just walk in the door and pass right out. Like, I need some unwind time. I'll throw on streams on playback and stuff like that. Adam Warlock, yo, yo, yo. What's going on, man? You saw some MMX people went to Asgard today. Would be surprised if they don't get first spot this week with 7x5 too. Yeah, yeah, Asgard, I mean, they're one of those alliances that are like top 20 AQ, but I think they finished gold 1? No. Plat 2, I want to say last season. I can't remember exactly. But their main focus is AQ. Oh, rip. Yeah, that hurt. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but also you got like NY78. They're, you know, swearing up and down. They're taking home #1, and that, you know, they're an alliance that's been in the top 3 a lot of seasons. You know, those accounts in that alliance, they probably have the chance to be ranking and sigging up high prestige champs and really competing for that #1 spot. Good morning. What's up, Triz? What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in, including the biggest whale of them all, Chenserem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of whales in this game, especially at some of these top-end alliances. It's him? Sure. AOU Vision has cleared so much content for me. They're just good, straightforward chances. Yeah, I mean, I think power control in a lot of scenarios is just a really safe way to deal with fights. I think when champs get to being a little stingy with specials, you know, maybe losing a bit of map control, getting backed up in your half of the map, that's when maybe mistakes occur, especially in any kind of longer fights. You know, a lot of people are just clearing through war fights nowadays with like Corvus, Ghost, these champs that end fights in like 20 to 30 seconds, which, I mean, that's a very safe option to the fights as well. But longer fights without power control, that's when maybe some sketchy things can start to occur in a fight. Three to 4 p.m. setting aside an hour to plan. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I ain't got crap to do today, but chill. Pretty much all done with these arenas too. Just interested to see, you know, what the final product with this map 7's looking like. What kind of a crap show this may end up being. Oh wow, okay. I thought I swiped back there, I guess I didn't. My hands are kind of a little wet. Well, not wet, but I just did dishes before coming and sitting down. Maybe that's an issue. What's up, Dr. Doob? This is my first stream with you, seen your channel from watching B Manny. What's going on, Wade Blevins? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I mean, this is only like my third stream, so you haven't missed much. If you want to see me do it absolutely awful, though, I recommend checking out like the last half hour of my last stream. That got pretty ugly in there. Also has prestige, just in a great skill, so we won't know who is top one until we see the ranks. Yeah, I mean that's true, Bushido Brown. I mean, I don't know, you know, I don't know what Kabam's approach is going to be to like monitoring accounts for Alliance Quest, if that's even going to be a thing. But I mean, some alliances planning to do 7x5 might be in for a little bit of a rude awakening when it comes to whether or not all members can actually clear their lanes over the course of all 5 days. I mean, someone was saying recently, I don't remember who it was, but they were saying in the beta version, like, you know, they had map 1 and map 5 variants of the maps with like different PIs and stuff, I believe. And someone was saying that like the map 5 was like a 9500. I mean, the day 5 map 5. The day 5 was a 9500 like prestige version of the map, which if that's true, I mean, those fights, man, they took a while, especially like the mini bosses and stuff. I don't know, most alliances starting prestige that are going to be doing map 7 is higher than 9500. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, man, this map could be no joke. Tubes and B Manny, good luck with map 7. Looking forward to watching some gameplay. Thanks, Tristan. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll record all my fights. I don't know. Maybe I might just embarrass myself doing that. Like, I have no idea what these paths are going to look like, where I'm going to end up. As a YouTuber, can you write off MCOC on taxes? That'd be incredible. I have no idea, to be honest. You'd actually have to ask a YouTuber. Is that what I am? Yeah, I have no idea. Someone like Seaton, Brian, some of these other big MCOC YouTubers that, you know, make a good amount of money doing this. Or a decent amount of money, at least. I don't know if it's good or not. YouTube likes to take their cut. But yeah, they'd be better equipped to answer a question like that. What's up, dudes? New here. What's going on, Ben Blanco? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, dude. What do you think about Angela? Just got her as a 6-star. Angela's a good champ. Uh, yeah, Angela, man, she hits hard. Like, you know, she doesn't have great utility as far as like, you know, no immunities and stuff like that, but I mean, she has that constant bit of regen going, which I've never messed around with her with suicides, but you know, everyone always says that she's a real good champ to use with suicides because she got that constant regeneration buff going. Once you're in like that first to second bar range and you get that fury buff going, her fury buff is really strong. Like her damage gets pretty damn good. I wouldn't mind a 6-star Angela. Hello, what's going on, Captain Alberta? No, just take it. Well, he shrugs the bleeds quick. Throw him at that. Yeah, that works. So I haven't taken no 29 before, but looking at gameplay, Omega can kill Killmonger there really easily. That all depends. Why don't you use him instead of barely killing him with magic? That all depends. Like, it depends on what you're talking about with really easily and where you've seen it. A lot of the vids I've seen on YouTube of it, like when you see a 6-star duped Killmonger on 29, like it's like a SIG 20 or a SIG 40. I've seen some other videos where it was like SIG 80, 5 stars. The SIG makes a lot of difference on the Killmonger. Like we have a guy in group 2 who's done it a couple times. But man, it gets a little sketchy when it's a max SIG 5 star. Like, yeah, the reverb damage is all based around like, you know, when you activate the reverb and how much stored power Killmonger has. And then that equates like how much of a percentage of like the strike back damage is essentially. But when he's higher SIG, man, that fight can get really sketchy with that reverb damage and the ramp up of the champ. Like, it's doable, it certainly is, but any ones I've seen against a max SIG 5-star, you are not coming out of that fight with a lot of health. I remember one of the first alliances I watched do it against us actually was ISO 8A, and I actually saw all 3 of their battle groups, their members take that 29 with an Omega Red, and I'm like, man, wow, like these guys are really just going in on that. And every single one of their guys came out of that fight with like under a quarter of their health. So I mean, it all depends. It is doable, but I don't necessarily think it's a safer option than magic. Then again, you know, magic's got to be boosted to the high heavens, and even then it can be a little sketchy. Like, it all depends if the power controls are sticking, how many times he's filling power bars over and over, which then, you know, feeds into his crit resistance, his armor up, all that. So yeah, I mean, even magic can get a little sketchy, max boosted and all that. Seaton had a documentary in UK. He does claim MCOC costs, MCOC costs. Yeah, I mean, I wonder like what you can claim. Like, can you claim dropping $100 to open 10 feature GMCs, or like I don't know what it is exactly you could claim. I'm sure you could claim like on, you know, all the stuff you're putting into the stream, like you know, new devices, whatever kind of tech he's putting into like his computer and all that different stuff. Like, I'm sure all that stuff's claimable considering it's going into his job. And maybe even putting money to buy digital content could be claimable considering that he's doing it to create content, which is a part of his job. So yeah, I don't know how that would all work out. What's going on, J-Rock? Oh, why am I charging that heavy again? Oops. How you doing, man? Getting ready for this map 7? You excited? I actually kind of am excited. Pretty nervous too, though, as well. What up, Esmir? How you doing, man? Just doing a little bit of arena. Get this knocked out before map 7 drops. Definitely interested to see just, what these paths are going to look like in the finished product, like how much energy it's all going to take, and, how much leeway there is in the map, all that good stuff. Definitely curious to see. Yeah, sure, do that. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Definitely, definitely curious to see like how well we fare in it. Just how many days we're able to put into it, because we don't have like set in stone plans to do 7x5 or anything. I think like we're hoping to at least do say 3 days probably. I think is like the game plan. But we're just gonna kind of take it on a feel, We don't want to put too much of a heavy burden on members to have to put items into it and whatever. So it definitely is going to come with its growing pains as far as setting up the paths for the people's rosters within the groups and everything. So we'll have to see. Play it on a field, see how it goes day to day, and see if we can do more or less of it, I guess. I'm excited for day one. Should be a fun challenge compared to the map 6 monotony. Yeah. I mean, map 6 was nice when they gave it that little revamp. As far as like the paths I'm on, it was pretty much like same old, really. Like, there was nothing too special about my paths as far as the changes. I know some of the paths, with like some of those beefy sentinels and killmongers. What, Iceman, Korg, Domino, on like the revolving days. Yeah, some of those killmongers on some of them paths. I know some of those paths definitely look like the difficulty ramped up a bit. My paths, it was just kind of, same old for the most part, especially with Omega Red. He just floors the caltrops in the biohazard path. Would be cool to run it on off war days. Yeah, I agree. I don't even know how that would work, trying to run it in conjunction with war attack. I find it funny too, like we get this week that costs resources, and then the next week of AQ is going to be free. How does that make sense? Like, I really don't get it. Like, we have no war seasons right now, and in fact, this AQ cycle is going to go right till war season starts, if it starts on time. I know there could be some delay or whatever. But wouldn't this have been the proper time to drop us the map for free, considering like there's no war seasons? This is actually going to run right to when war seasons would start, and then we're going to get the next week free in the middle of war season. I don't know. Another one of their calls that seems a bit foolish to me. That's probably something that never even entered their mind though when they decided to do that. Biohazard, love it with Corvus, constant regen. Yeah, I love it with Omega, man. It's amazing. Like, I'm sure Corvus, after getting to mess around with my recent rank 4 unduked Corvus, I'm sure Corvus drops those fights super fast. But even Omega, you have that constant bleed on you. Like, you just stack them spores up in most fights, 20 to 30 seconds, it's just over. It doesn't matter. Oh, damn, auto evade. I swiped back in, but I like did it too quick for my evade, and then the auto evade occurred. Every time I see your box, I feel terrible about mine. My box? It's just so good. I'm not sure what you're referring to. My box. Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that for me. That whoosh right over my head. Alright, so you can see, like, I'm pretty much done with the arenas, but I'll just tack on some points with my 5 stars here, why not? We got time before map 7 and all that good stuff. They want people fighting for the pointless titles to pay? Pointless titles, what titles? What titles? The war titles? I could care less about any of that. Even though I do put mine on immediately after getting the rewards every time. But yeah, if that's what you're talking about, I don't care about titles at all. That's just like a fun little, hey, look at me, I'm whatever I am, I don't even know what it is. I'm War Elite. Yay. Yeah, whatever. I know BG don't even put on any titles. AQ, oh, the AQ titles, yeah. I don't even remember what they were, but yeah, I gotcha. The titles for what? Spots 2 to 10, and then a title for the first place. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are like, ooh, I want that title. Yeah, I don't care. That makes absolutely no difference to me. The only thing I want is them juicy AQ rewards. I hope the map 7 crystal payouts are good. Like, if those are paying out some good T5B, man, adios war. Like, I don't know. Like, if our focus is still on war, yeah, you might not see me in 4 Loki for too much longer. I'm done dropping like 8k units a war season. If these AQ rewards are nice, these maps, I'm sure the T5B out of map 7 isn't going to be that great. But on the off chance it is like really good, plus with the ranked rewards and everything, and the daily map 7 payouts that you get for the 100% completion, like if just a weak AQ looks to be that good to me, yeah, I'm ready to be done with war. I'm tired of dropping that many units over the course of a month. I'd rather be able to stock up units, put it towards the rare bit of challenging content that comes out, or whatever good offers may come along, unit-based. Like, I never pick up any unit-based offers just because I never really have them, and I don't, I mean, I have units, but always gotta be mindful of the war season to come and how much it's gonna cost. And, you know, if I want to do like a featured grind, that takes a good amount of units. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. They're just, ugh. War. Ugh. What's it good for? Seriously. Oh yeah, see this shiny new Colossus? Picked him up out of a 5-star yesterday. And it might shock you to hear that I was happy with that pull. I will take a new champ all day. Hero Gallery, play a couple games. To call them boxes. Oh, okay, I gotcha. All the champs. That's why it's free second week, not first. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I get that. It's just the timing of it just seems so weird. It's like, man, this is running right before the season starts. This would have seemed like the perfect week to just have it free. Because I mean, either way, we're getting a free week. Sir, can you not combo and back out, please? What's good, Ricochet? What's going on, man? Just chilling. Just a little wake up and arena stream. Getting ready for the map 7 drop today. Pretty excited. Pretty terrified. Pretty disappointed we didn't get any preview to the map and we gotta plan it all out when it drops. It's kinda dumb. But you know, we just got BG in our BG1 officer group chat yesterday. I'm just going to let him take the reins. I know how BG likes to delegate and take care of business, do all that leadership stuff. So, you know, I'm just going to sit back and let BG do all the work. Try to find the easiest path in there and get myself put on that. No, I don't know. It's all going to be very champ specific, so it's going to be a lot to plan out. How you have so much views for 300 subs? I don't know, Empires? I honestly, maybe just the fact that I'm in for Loki? I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that. I have no idea, my friend. Who am I trying to grab right now? No. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, yeah, whatever. Kind of messed up one of the teams I normally run. Oh well. Not like it matters. He has loyal fans. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, maybe from some of my war videos over the last season. I don't even know what kind of views actually any of my videos have had really. So I couldn't even tell you like how many views on those vids compared to subs and stuff. I know like I've checked out my analytics page once or twice, and the percentage of views on a lot of stuff from actual non-subscribers is actually really high. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds very depressing. That sounds very depressing. Do I sound very depressing? I hope not. What do you think about using Mephisto to counter a thing on power shields? Oh no, hell no. Like, ooh man, I just see that being a bad time. Like the problem with that map is the power, I mean that node is the power gain, man. Like it's every four, like if you do medium, light, oh crap. Medium, light, medium, that's a full bar of power. 4 hits, he has a bar of power. Like the amount of specials you have to bait out in that fight is just ridiculous. Like when we first started seeing Thing, I wish I just like had the screenshot at the ready. Ludum Taters in our alliance in Battle Group 3 was taking path 5, and we were fairly certain that he had a power shield thing, and he's like, yeah, rank 5 Blade can do it no problem, and I was like, yeesh, like, you think so, dude? Like, I used some pretty vulgar language and basically telling him to stay away from doing that fight. I'm like, man, because his SIG ability is going to trigger for everything in the fight. So, like, that applies to everything. Dot damage, secondary damage, like Rulk's, secondary damage on Red Hulk's attacks and stuff, everything. Whenever his SIG ability triggers, it reduces every bit of damage imaginable in the game. So it doesn't matter what it is, it gets reduced. If it's max SIG, by 80% minimal. Then another 1% for each hit in your combo. Like, it's just... That's a bad time for basically any champ but Quake, I think. But yeah, he thought Blade, like, yeah, it's gonna be no problem. I'm like, dude, do not do it. Don't do it. Like, whatever you do, don't do that fight. And he went and did the fight. Like, he needed proof that he was, you know, gonna get absolutely stomped. And he did. Like, he did not do much damage in that fight. And basically came back saying that it was impossible to do with Blade. Map 7s are definitely going to be entertaining. Yeah, I want to see like how many people start dropping some YouTube videos of like their Map 7 fights. I can't wait actually to check out some of the footage that goes along with it. You know, you're going to see a pretty good variety of champs depending on people's paths and stuff. If people decide to run it 7x5, I'd really like to see like some of their day 5 fights. I'd love to see actually some of those day 5 fights. That's probably gonna get pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm definitely, I mean, I don't know, I think I'm subbed to pretty much like everyone who makes any kind of MCOC content on YouTube, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for any kind of Map 7 videos that get dropped. Very curious to see it all. See them silver stars on my void? Oh man, so pretty, isn't it? I just duped this guy out of a free GMC the other day. Absolutely crazy luck. I couldn't even believe that. And then what, just the following day or the day after, I got that ghost dupe, that Morningstar dupe. Yeah, it's been a good few days on the crystals for me. I can hear BG screams from where I live. Why do you do this to me? Yeah, man. I mean, you know, he's got the experience with Map 7 Beta. I got the invite, but I didn't do any of it. I know he's had part in like helping with some kind of map that we have in our alliance that's gonna go into use for Map 7 for us. I don't know exactly what his part in it was, like how much help he assisted with that. But we have some kind of like map that's gonna be adjusted depending how Map 7 looks when it actually drops. Doing easy content so you don't embarrass yourself again? Smart, man. Indeed. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little arena here, you know. I don't know, I mean, BG embarrasses himself in arena sometimes, you know. It can happen, but it's not gonna happen. I actually, in the T4 Basic last night, what time was it that I was doing that? I think that was right when BG's stream started, right around there. I was just running my 4 stars because 5 stars were on cooldown. I think I got to like fight 12 and I had one of those ridiculous AIs where they don't do anything. They just walk up and sit in front of you for like 3 seconds, and then the moment you go to do something, they attack. Like, that's all they do in the fight. And like, oh man, I don't know. T4 Basic is weird. Like when you get up to that like 10 to 12 range with 550s, it's different than some of the other arenas that have 5 stars available in them. Like, I was getting all player profiles with 565s, and I was basically getting them up around like 3 bars of power, and they weren't gonna die. So I'm like trying to bait the special. They're not baiting because they're just walking up in front of my face and just sitting there staring at me like within an inch of my face. Like, what is going on? Like, do something. And then in 2 of the 3 fights, like all 3 of the AIs were doing that terrible passive aggressive play style. And in 2 of the 3 fights, they were at like just a smidgen of power away from their 3rd bar, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just pushing the 3rd bar power. I'm almost back to my corner, and every time I was almost backed into the corner in those 2 of the 3 fights, they dropped their SP2 the moment I dropped my block and went to attack. It killed me. I was like, oh my god. Like, I haven't lost an arena streak in quite some time, so that was a little bit depressing. And I was like, man, I gotta rebuild this crap again. Ugh. Like, ugh. Ugh. Where's Dorax? Your perspective is not falling on deaf ears. I know people voted to push hard in both AQ, AW, but I've got a little say in that. Time to flex that leader title. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for special treatment. You know, I've been here since the beginning of playing this game pretty much. And I love 4 Loki. I'd never want to leave 4 Loki. But in the end, ultimately, it's about my enjoyment in the game. Like, yeah, great group of people. Love being in 4 Loki. Wouldn't dream of being anywhere else. But in the end, like, man, I mean, you go back to last August when JDam left, and my dislike for war stems all the way back to then. Like, I was already of the mindset that I was talking about leaving to J-Dam before J-Dam actually decided he was going to leave. Like, he never spoke a word of it. And I was already talking about, like, man, this might be it for me. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of what goes into it. I'm like, war rewards suck. Like, I don't like the season rewards. They're not great to me. They're not worth what's going into it. But yeah, I mean, and here we are, whatever it is, 8 months later, 7 months later, I don't know what it is. And I still just, after every season, I'm like, ugh, like, why am I doing this? I hate this. And then I'm like, yeah, screw it, stick out another season. The AQ rewards are nice. We're a top 10 AQ alliance. I love the AQ rewards, man, I do. There's not a whole lot of effort and resources that goes into AQ, so it's just kind of like, yeah, can you log in like once every 5 hours, use up your energy, and after 5 days, get some nice juicy rewards out of it? Yeah, sweet. AEW, it's like, man, join war, wait 20 hours for your nodes to be cleared, like, then have to work in conjunction with 2 or 3 other people to move through the fights and get through and use 1,400 units worth of boosts every week and tons of glory on pots, and it's just, the whole thing, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. But yeah, enough of my bitching. That was the fight I ranked up quick to do. Good times. Oh, no 35 power shield? Dreaming? Yeah. I mean, she's made for that fight, like to counter that fight. I'm not sure what other champs would do good on that node. I mean, just with having to play around his rock stacks and his unblockable, unstoppable if you don't, like, you know, perfectly coordinate the rock stacks with the 15 charges and the power gain on that node. It's just, that's a lot to work around if, like, I was going to say if you don't have a good counter champ, but I don't even know who is a good counter champ other than Quake. I really do not know. I mean, now there's like that, looks like Havoc's SP3 can do some serious damage to him, but at the same token, like that node, your attack is modified to the point where you trigger a sig ability on anything you do. So, like, I don't know, how much would that even do if you could actually get to your SP3? Like, I mean, how many hits does it take to get to an SP3? Like 30, 35 hits maybe? In that time, you're gonna fill his power bar like at least 8 special ones worth of power on no 35 power shield. That's a lot of special baiting and working around those rock stacks. Easily find yourself getting backed up into the corner and having a real sketchy time. Doobs! Omino! What's going on, man? B-Man Dreaming, hope you're having a great day. I am having a great day. Well, I guess. I don't know. I just woke up before doing this, so yeah, I mean, hasn't been much to my day, but every day is a great day. I'm not on live chat. There we go. Might have been missing it. I always forget to put this on live chat. They really need to stop making some of these champs need one specific champion to beat, otherwise you're screwed. Yeah, I totally agree, John Biscuit. Like, you know, I've heard BG talk in the past, and I've just heard it in numerous places about, you know, now we have this scouter tool. You pretty much know the fights you're getting into anyways. Why not just reveal all the champs? And I've kind of been on the side of that. But at the same token, I haven't. Because then you just know all your fights. As opposed to, like, not fully knowing. Like, you can kind of guess what you're going to get into, but if you scout your path real well, and then, you know, once you get to the fight, Scouter Tool will 100% match you with what your fight is. But now if they keep introducing champs that have, like, very limited counters, it's even worse for the people that have to plan the paths. Like, how do you plan out paths when there's going to be so many champs that have just such a limited amount of counters to them, where if you don't have one of those counters, you're just screwed. And now, like, you know, you're, as a person planning that path, you kind of feel like crap as well putting someone in that scenario. Like, I know when Thing first dropped, and like we really didn't know, like we knew he could be a good champ on Flare, but we really didn't know the best counters to him. Like, I thought Omega Red would do really well for it. I've seen people say like he can do it, but you pretty much like need the one shot, or I don't know. I thought he'd be a lot better for that fight than he was. And I know like we had someone in our battle group who got put on that duty, and he had to put a lot of items into even just getting through it. So like, as a person planning the path, you kind of feel like shit when you put someone in a scenario like that as well. Like, I get aggravated when you know, we plan paths really well, and it seems like a dumb death occurs, that just should never occur. Like, man, like, how did he die there? Like, what the hell? We spent an hour planning these paths, and like, that stupid death occurred. Like, that gets me aggravated. But then, like, you know, with these very limited champs that can be countered, like, put someone in the scenario of just kind of like a no-win situation where they just gotta item their way through it. You know, we had another war where we kind of had a bit of poor planning. There ended up being a rank 5 thing on node 22, which is the path 4 all or nothing node, and someone just did not have a counter for that, and we had no backup. So he just had to like beat his head on a wall, you know, iteming his way through it, and that just feels like shit when you put someone in that situation. So yeah, I don't know, like, it's kind of a crappy deal with these hidden defenders, and now having more and more champs come into the game with such limited counters. Like, I don't know how you plan around that. Like, it's a guessing game where they might be, especially, you know, a lot of, like at the high-end alliances, you got a person with a rank 5 thing in their profile, so you know it's probably out there somewhere, but then that guy puts 5 science champs on defense, so, you know, it's a guessing game where it is. You got a guy with a rank 5 core, like, it's out there somewhere, but he puts 4 skill champs on defense. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, like, they can keep introducing champs like this. Oh, maybe that's their way of making it so we can't 100% clear the maps like they said back in the day. I don't know. What's up, Penatch? How you doing, man? I'm just rambling on. But, I mean, I do recall them when they went from the old war map to the new war map and talking about introducing diversity, and how, like, they found on the old war map, and with like the Mystic Dispersion meta defense at the time, and Evade Defender meta defense at the time, and just stacking the map with that stuff, and how like it just felt bad when people got stuck, and like we didn't want members of our community getting put in that situation, or whatever their exact wording was, I don't know, but they were like, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, like, like, and then they introduced like, you know, diversity in the seasons and stuff, and then the seasons, like, you have to 100% clear the maps. Like, you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Well, like, in the seasons, the points are so huge from, you know, 100% clearing the maps. Like, any variations throughout the course of the season, like, those can have implications in the end if you're real close to, like, Plat 1 or Master or Plat 2, whatever it is. Like, you want all the points available to you. And then they started talking about, like, well, we don't want people 100% in the maps. Like, well, which is it? Like, what are we doing here? Maybe this whole, like, yeah, we'll introduce champs that, you know, perfectly counter some champs, like Sinister with, you know, he looks like he was created solely to counter, like, Stark Spidey, Corvus, Ghost. Like, if you accidentally ran into him on a node, man, with one of those champs, you're screwed. Although, you know, we have the Scarlet too, so, you know, chances of going into a fight like that with one of them champs are pretty slim. But, well, you know, what if it was put on a path and the person who went there, that's all they had for an option was one of those champs? There's no backup. It had to go somewhere else already. That person's screwed. Like, he's absolutely screwed. So I don't know. If they don't want to hurt people's feelings, maybe this is their way of going against that grain. Out of 150 champs, 20 to 30% should be able to counter certain champ nodes. I'm used to Pokemon where there's a plethora of ways around situations. MCOC truly more complicated than chess. Yeah, I agree. I mean, 20 to 30%, what that, well, 150 champs. Let's just call it. Why can I not think right now? 20% would be 1/5. All right, yeah, so that'd be like 30 champs. Yeah, I'm not sure it really has to be that much. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, there should be at least be like somewhere in like the dozen to 20 range at least. I want to say champs to counter any given fight. I don't know. It's hard. Thinking's hard. I mean, this is their job. They need to get it correct, not us. Lol, yep, we don't want to discourage anyone from attacking here. Enjoy these defenders and nodes. Yeah, I mean, isn't that the whole point of getting rid of, like, defender kills and all that stuff? Like, we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We'll make it easier for you. And then they're like, wait a second, no, we need mini bosses in the middle of the map. Like, we need to start ramping up this difficulty. We don't want you clearing the map. Like, what? Wait, what? I thought, like, the whole point of defender diversity and everything was, like, to not dissuade people from continuing to attack and getting easier fights in the map and getting through the map easier. I don't know, it's all very confusing. I'm confusing myself even thinking about what's been presented to us over time and their mindset as to, like, the approach to wars and what they want out of the community in regards to wars. All I know is 100% of these maps at tier 1 is no cheap thing. Like, they don't need to make it harder and harder. They really don't. It's like, yeah, we're seeing these wars and there's 5 deaths, there's 7 deaths. Like, there's a lot going into those wars, man. Like, across all battle groups, 30 people, the amount of boosting, healing, all that crap, man, there's a lot going into every war. Even at the lower end, you see the screenshots. Lots of dying, maybe not lots of dying, lots of boosting, potion using, like, it don't matter where it is. Unless an alliance has taken the approach, like, we don't really give a crap about 100% of the map, you know, whatever, we're going to put out some paths, go have fun. If that's not the approach, yeah, there's a lot going into these wars. What? Do I have any rank 1s left? Oh, just Domino? Yeah. Yeah. Get over there. Here we go. They don't want to hurt people's feelings, so put Colossus and 5-star hero crystals. Yeah. Hey, I just pulled Colossus yesterday, and I was happy. Hey, Doob. Hey, everybody. What's going on, Arnie? How you doing, man? Nice stream last night, man. That was good to catch you running that Captain Marvel's Clash thingy. I think Kabam is trying to make a solo in AEW not that big of a deal. I like the intentions, but I don't like the way to do it. trying to make a solo in AEW not that big of a deal. I mean, I think like that was basically the intention with like the map change, defender diversity. Maybe then they realized like, hey, wait a second, wars aren't pulling in what they used to, because like, remember, what was it? I don't remember exactly when that was. Was it last July? Right around the July 4th office, when all of a sudden they were just like, we're getting rid of defender diversity, and everyone like the whole community was in an uproar. The pitchforks came out, like it was just kind of like, yo, bro, like we've been ranking for 7 months based around defender diversity. Like we got ranked 5s for some people that was solely ranked for defense defender diversity. Like what the hell do you mean you're getting rid of defender diversity? Like they were looking to go and make it hard again. Like there was that moment when they were like, yeah, we're getting rid of defender diversity. They were looking to milk these wars for all they could again. And then the community just was ready to lose their shit. Like, and they were like, okay, maybe this was a little bit too much too fast. Like, all right. We'll pull it back a bit. We'll scale it back. Who hate new AEW timing? Lol. Yes, Arnie. Oh my, we haven't even like done these last 2 wars, but yes, timing is going to be a serious issue. I mean, hell, take today. I went to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. War ends 2 hours later. Like, if for some chance war wasn't done for me at that point, well, you better hope you don't need me, because I'm not waking up in the next hour and a half, 2 hours to check on war. That shit ain't happening. No, clip me. Clip me. I should probably catch up on chat. I think I'm slacking here. Alright. Well, there's only about 8 to 10 champs bring to war attack, right? So at least 10% counter any champ on any node. And thing on Power Shield is the only fight with only 1 counter. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. But they're making very specific counter champs. So, yeah, like, thing on 43. All right, if you didn't send someone there with a Quake or a Crossbones or a Gladiator Hulk, what else? We've seen people try it with Gwenpool. We've seen people die with Gwenpool. Like, I don't know. It's just becoming more and more, Now you got Havoc. I mean, you saw that Corvus take on Havoc. The moment those charges built up, I know you had to have seen that dream, and that Corvus dropped like a bad habit, man. Like, now you have Havoc in the mix, so, alright, what? Like, you need an armor up champ, or you need a power drain champ, or you are potentially just gonna die? Like, now you have Mr. Sinister coming along, and he perfectly counters Ghost and Corvus. It just seems like we're starting to go down this slippery slope of having, like, very specific counter champs to defenders. And the more and more they keep adding them, how do you plan around that? Like, how do you make sure every single path is accounted for with the champs people bring when you don't know what's actually out there? Like, I don't know. I think we're starting to head down that slippery slope of, like, how many of these get introduced before it becomes a serious problem, especially for path planning. I don't know if you do any path planning, but man, it is not easy to work around what might be out there and what people's champs are within the group that you need to disperse around the map. Planning on doing 7x5? No. I think the plan is probably like 3 days. We're gonna just kind of, jump into the first day, test the waters, see if they're warm, and take it day to day from there, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we want AQ putting that much of a strain on members, It's going to be a little growing pains with, figuring out the paths, figuring out the rosters that accommodate the paths the best within the groups. And, you know, if this first AQ cycle maybe isn't the smoothest, we don't want to just put it on people to, you know, item your way through it all. Like, we planned this out kind of poorly, but I'm going to need you to drop like 15 items on this day of AQ, okay? Like, I'm sure it could potentially happen to someone, hopefully not due to poor planning. But, you know, we're just going to have to test the waters and see, really. I'm pretty sure I heard you answer this earlier, but wasn't paying attention. Will you spend your glory on T5B, and would you recommend me down in Plat 3 do that and only buy 1 to 2 pots a week with? Oh, I don't know. I don't like to put units into pots. That can get really expensive really quick. I mean, if we didn't have health pots with glory, man, I would have left 4 Loki a long time ago. Like, that's all I have to say, man. Like, one bad war, 15 level 4 health potions. That is $50 worth of health pots in units, like equated to money. There's no way in hell I would be doing that if we didn't have health pots with glory. So, like, for me, I don't know for you, like, I don't know exactly how much glory you're pulling a week from AQ. For me, my priority has always been, like, health pots for war, then rank up materials. Like, when T2 Alpha first dropped, and it, you know, it was still kind of scarce in AQ, I would, initially, when it first came to the glory store, I was like, oh, hell yeah, extra T2 Alpha. And I think for like maybe 2-3 AQ cycles, I was dropping like 3,000-4,000 glory on it. And then I realized, like, man, I'm getting no T4 basic out of this. I'm getting no T1 alpha. And just my health pots. Like, I like the amount of T4 basic and T1 alpha we can get with glory and how much it helps to grow your roster. Like, I do a lot of arena, so, you know, it helps a lot growing your roster more and more. So I don't know, like, it's kind of on you where your mindset's at if you would want to waste that much glory. I do kind of think it's a waste. It's like 4,000 glory, I think, for like 2,700 T5 basic, I want to say. It's a lot of glory. I mean, I could get like 4 T4 basics for that glory. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would recommend it personally. Leftover glory? Oh, with the leftover glory? Yeah, I hope I answered that well. Dude, what's up, Metaphors? How's it going, man? Been loving your streams, dude. I still haven't been able to go back and watch your boosted up Corvus run where you smashed that Captain Marvel's Clash event. I definitely want to check that out. Because we all know mine was pretty dreadful. I think not. Thank you. I think not. I don't know. I can now say F aspect of War Korg 3.2. Ugh, that was rough. Yeah, Delithius. Who was it? Someone. Oh, it was Hector on BG stream the other night. Had asked, do you think that fight's even possible to solo? Like, and I just kind of laughed when he said that, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm pretty sure I died there quite a few times. Well, I know I died there quite a few times. War ending at 7 a.m. for me. What the hell? I'll ask to wake up at 5 a.m. Yes! Man, like, it literally ends a few hours after I typically go to sleep. Like, I don't know who the hell decided that start time was a good thing, but man, they need to be slapped. It's pretty much ruined multinational alliance. It's all alliances, I think, Arnie. Like, we've never had a start time around that time. It makes no sense whatsoever. You know, AQ's always been whatever, like 3 in the afternoon my time. War matchmaking has usually been an hour before that, I think it opens. But you know, you've always had that window of like 8 hours or whatever it is for your 3 wars to match. And now it's just, like, it's what, 4 or 5 hours earlier that it starts and ends. Like, what? Who the hell? Why? Makes no sense. Like I like that they're trying to change the matchmaking and how that works, and like yeah, A for effort. But when you decided on the start time, you dropped the ball big time. Like I don't know who made that decision, but man, you totally effed up. It's not a good thing. It's 11 a.m. start for me. I usually wake up, eat, and go right back to bed at like 10 a.m. How's it 11 a.m.? Oh, is it a 23-hour attack phase? Because I know my attack phase ends at 10 a.m. And I'm East Coast as well as you, Hector. Every decision command makes regarding this game revolves around generating more income one way or another. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. I mean, you know, they are a business. They do have to make money. I understand that. There's just good and bad practices, and sometimes they're definitely not always pushing good practices as far as their business model and how they want to make money. Like, they have free GMCs now, and they have Cow funding everything for that office. Like, that man dropped some serious dough. And there's others like him. We all know it. Like, all right, yeah, Cow makes YouTube videos, and we all see it out there. But man, there's people in other alliances that are doing maybe not as much as him. I don't know. Like that dude dropped some serious dough. Like, what's it? He sometimes drops like 10 G's on those new champ GMCs. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people putting money in this game for a number of different aspects. Like, they don't need to keep pushing to make things like war harder and harder. Especially if the rewards aren't changing at all over the past year. I echo your earlier sentiment about this being an enjoyable experience. If there's too much stress, cost, or a combination, we will change what we're about. Yeah, I mean, everyone's personal enjoyment comes at a different cost, for lack of better words, though, as well, you know? You know, some people are willing to put that extra amount in, and some aren't, and I don't know, you know, you kind of, it's tough to gauge across a 30-person group, like, what's the best approach that kind of meets that happy medium for everyone, I guess. For me, it's just like, ugh, war has been a thing of the past a long time ago. But we're still doing it, and I'm still doing it. And every season around the third or fourth week, Ronin forever. And Mad Cat get to hear me piss and moan about it in our officer chat for group one. Like, there's definitely moments where like I just kind of lose my crap. I keep that stuff away from like our general chat, so I'm not trying to. I don't know. I don't even like being that negative at all, but like I don't want to drop it in amongst the entire alliance. But yeah, within our battle group one officer chat, there are some moments where like I just kind of, over the course of a season, man, I lose it. That's why I don't even try to mess around with being an officer, because it's like that added level of stress. Like, I'll just have a meltdown at some point during the season. Yeah, we're getting close to having to put Ghost back on the bench and just run an MS again because of these new mutants. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I don't know, month to month, if they keep down this road. I mean, this month we got 2 of them. You know, maybe next month we don't get any. Or maybe like each month they're trying to add 1 that has like very limited counters in war to step up the difficulty of war. Like, how far down that rabbit hole do we go before like it's impossible to play an El Pass unless like you just have a very diverse roster amongst all the members of the group where you can kind of cover all the possible roadblocks that might be out there. 565 X-Bones. Man, people in the Alliance have been trying to push him for that for some time now. He won't do it. I do 0 pathland and I only complain when I want a different path. He just appreciates it. You think MS will take you back after you dumped her so fast for Ghost? Yeah, I don't know about that. He kicked her to the curb pretty quick for someone who constantly talked about how she can do everything in the game, pretty much. Has to be AQ champ meta? Yeah, I agree, Dreamin'. That's all I've been waiting on. I've been ready to go on a rank 5 since the end of last season. Normally I would have pulled that trigger like the moment a level up event came, pretty much. But just waiting for this map 7, see what's up. Crossbow's gonna be pretty awesome. I wish I could get Black Widow rank for her immediately. Yeah, I would have loved to pull Black Widow out of that legendary romance crystal, but you know, I wasn't gonna go into opening any of those with the expectation of getting her, that's for sure. Set the bar low, then it's harder to be disappointed. Let me try and catch up on chat. I'm probably way behind. Prefer MS to Ghost. Yeah, dude. Lombard said he only uses units on potions because all his. Oh man, sorry about that. Because all his glory goes to T2A. I was in. Oh my god, dude. What? Does he really? Ugh. Wow, dude. That's so costly. That's insane. Doobs, Heisey, what's going on, man? For Loki meeting? Meeting? What meeting? About map 7? Maybe that's what you're talking about. Rank 5 Moto for map 7, 3 buffs path? Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. I actually like Moto quite a bit. I've been thinking about maybe like rank 4 in Moto, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird with some of these champs now being in 6 stars and just being like a guaranteed rank 4 right out the gate. Especially like if they don't need the dupe like a Mordo. It's kind of harder to justify doing a rank up like that on a 5 star. It may be possible to solo that Korg with Proxima. Yeah, with Proxima. Yeah. If you could even get one mission in Hidden S3, SP3, that might do some serious work. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with Proxima. I've just seen some of the videos on her. It's pretty crazy. Rank 5 Spider going to AQ. Yeah, who knows? Maybe she's about to be OP. Ends at 7 a.m. my time, so we better finish in the evening. Yeah, man. I don't know what they were thinking with wartime. It's a bit tricky. I'm an arena grinder, so it would suck to miss out on T4B and T1A. And being low on pots, doing the math, my T5B rate would be 2 every 4 months without glory, and 1.5 with glory. Oh, 2 every 1.5 months with glory. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even really looked into that. I mean, that is a crazy difference if that's what you're saying. Come on. Someone who goes every... Whoa. Sir, I am not good at playing and reading the chat. Someone who goes every week, different shift at work. I don't care about AW start changes. Yeah, you are in the minority, sir. The easiest way to fix it is to increase the energy amount cap in AW and make the teleporters not have to cost energy, make it so we can finish faster. Yeah, I agree, Imperius. I mean, the start time wouldn't be as bad if, like, even let's remove link nodes. Can we please? Like, even if they didn't want to increase energy cap, even if they didn't want to do that with the teleporters, remove link nodes. Then people could join at their own free will and move at their own free will. Like, God forbid that was a thing in this game. Like, why does everything need a link node? I hate it. It's so stupid. I can't stand it. And then like they made the AQ map 6 changes and they're like, yeah, we're gonna make the linked nodes harder because people were actually running through nodes while they were linked. So like now we're gonna add rage and all this crap to some of the linked nodes. Like what? Like dude, come on. Was that really called for? Seemed a little over the top. Like who in this game likes linked nodes? Yeah, alright, sometimes it can be fun to take a fight linked, but I don't like being held up by linked nodes. I think it's terrible. It's a terrible feature of the game. Tons of revives on 3.2 cogs. Soloed the cogs in 3.3 though. Yeah. Reduce some links. Oh yeah. Look, I'm just catching up on chat and you're saying it. Sexy arena team, MS Trinity. Yeah. I try to like work in synergies somewhat when I do arena. 2 strong teams for AW and from AQ. Yeah. I mean that's kind of been the way since they changed the map 6. Some of those paths got pretty difficult. MS with 5 souls versus power shield things since her special don't do much damage. Now Morningstar, like his thing Sig ability shuts down everything. So like her SP1, that all that secondary damage it does, it all gets reduced as well. Like Morningstar's SP1, yeah, it's not going to do a whole hell of a lot on Power Shield against a max Sig rank 5 thing. Like all that damage is going to get reduced on a max Sig, minimal 80%. Every bit of damage you do in that fight. I'm not even upset about waking up early, but trying to have another perfect season is tough when you aren't awake yet. Yeah, exactly, Titan. Like there's no way I could wake up right around the end of war and be in any kind of mindset to do those fights. I'd be on like a few hours sleep at best, probably most times. And oh, yeah, I don't know, that's just ugly. Past that shit, just energy damage, trigger the protection. Yeah, it does. Given thing, energy resistance. Yeah. I hope messages weren't retracted because of how far behind I was. I believe so. What? What do you believe? Does the energy damage trigger the protection? Yeah, all sources of damage trigger protection. Alright, did I have it? I do have another 5-star, don't I? Let's grab her. Where is he? Where is he? The hell time is it? What time is it? 1:30? Alright. The thing is just BS. Even if you can go around his abilities, still he has no real weakness. They should have to do something like with Korg, who have low energy resistance. Yeah, I mean, he's a tough champ to plan around, for sure. I'll definitely say that. Does he have no weakness? Yeah, kinda. I mean, he's immune to a lot of crap. Ability accuracy reduction is pretty huge, though. You know, you can stop building the stacks on him, so you don't have to worry about the whole 15 stacks mechanic with unblockable specials and all that. Yeah, I don't know. It's all situational, really, like where he's placed, what is and isn't a good option for him. Yeah, he's a weird champ for sure to plan around. Oh crap. Neurotoxin, no! Whatever I find stupid thing. Okay, can't count as unstoppable, it's not even passive one. Oh yeah, I don't even know. Gotta get going. Take care, Dreamin'. Have a good day, man. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy that map 7 when it drops. Ugh. Good times ahead. First champ that's nullify immune. BS. Why do I feel like you're only saying that because of your love for Dr. Voodoo, Arnie? Like, I feel like if you didn't love Dr. Voodoo as much as you do, you might not hold that strong of an opinion about nullify immunity on him. Who do you guys use for thing on 43, the flare node? There's been a number of different approaches. You know, Dreamin's done it with his crossbones. Have we had any Quakes try? I'm not sure if any Quakes tried or not. I mean, we experimented a lot when he first dropped, but I think personally, from videos I've seen, that what's his face, Gladiator Hulk is by far the best option for that fight, because you have face me active the entire fight, and you have heal block on your special ones. So you know, the special ones, they're easy to cycle. It doesn't take much to, you know, keep SP1s flowing. So the the aggressive regeneration on that node, you don't have to worry about getting to a point of baiting a special and him starting to stack up regens and just building all his health right back up on you. Like you can consistently keep them heal blocks on him, and you know, not having to worry about the degen from the flare, the degen from the starburst. As you know, the starburst is going to have the face me active all fight. So yeah, I think Gladiator Hulk is by far the easiest option for that fight. How about some live map 7? Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. You know, map 7's going to drop. We're going to have to plan that crap out for probably at least an hour, I'm thinking. At least, I want to say. And then, you know, got to get in there, see what I'm getting into. I'll record my fights most likely, provided I remember. But, yeah, I don't think I'll be doing it live. There's just going to be too much planning into it and stuff. It's going to be later in the afternoon at that point. Hey, what's up, 2 Racer? Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. Nullify Immune is dumb as... Yeah. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, he's the only champ to have that, right? So, yeah, that is a bit of a weird one. What's up, Justin Kitchen? What's going on, man? Alright, what do I want to do? Arenas are done. Wait. What do I have for Heimdall? 3.4? Yeah, I think that... Yeah, that should be good, I think. You know what? I'm just going to run some of my 550s and stuff real quick. Tack a little more score on this. I'm sure that's got to be good, but yeah. Just try and make certain of it. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting times ahead for sure. You know, before the only source of T5B was those war season rewards, and now with AQ introducing it, it's definitely going to be interesting. Immune to attacks. Yeah, imagine a champ that just had a built-in power shield mechanic. Ugh. That would be disgusting. Oh, let me check something here. Alright. Alright. Wait a sec. Okay. Immune to True Strike and ability accuracy reduction. Spider-Man coming soon. Oh man, that would be dreadful. Well, then again, I don't know. Venom, you'd have that one counter champ because like he doesn't reduce ability accuracy, right? He just stops evades, if I'm correct. Like it's not actually reducing it; it just stops the ability to passive evade altogether from the Spider-Verse heroes. How is this do recorder for streaming? Any complaints so far? I mean, it's free and yeah, it's easy to just jump right into it. Uh, there's some kind of issue with like iPhone and iPhone headphones and crackling noise or whatever. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's cool for something that's just free and easy to throw on in like 2 seconds. Oh crap. I put my phone down. Alright, I don't even want to do any more of this. 3.5, yeah, that should be good. 3.5 should be good. Hero Crystal Shot of bundles available now. Oh my god. Man, every day there's some offer. Like, these guys are really going for that money lately. Yeah, look at that. I don't even. Rank up bundles available now? What's this? A 4-star rank up bundle? Really? What are these costing? They're probably not even in my store, are they? Nope. Yeah, I bet they're not any good. I wouldn't buy them regardless. Loyalty, this thing reset, 20 minutes. Power boost, 20 minutes. Yeah, pretty cool software. I tried it out myself, but it's a little bit too much for my phone. Yeah. Oh, look at Panda Man Pete. Let's hide that. I don't know if he wanted that known. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on a iPhone 8 Plus. Doesn't seem to be any issue with running it. I think that's pretty much going to do it. All done with arenas. I don't really have anything to open. Well, actually, yeah, I got some little stuff to open, I guess. I'm not going to open the 4-star hero on the off chance I pull a Heimdall, considering I've grinded him for this arena. So I'd rather wait. So if I did happen to pull him, I'd at least get 26 levels on the dupe. But yeah, I opened a 5-star hero yesterday, pulled the Colossus. That was good times. I'll pop some of this stuff. Energy, chapter. Yeah, Ashawn Little, the thing we found with Thing's SIG ability is it's weird. There's like no consistency as to what does and doesn't trigger it. Like there's been vids of Havoc's SP3 and like it does some crazy damage. And people have used like really low ranked Havoc's on some Thing fights and like, melted his health bar with those SP3s. And then other times, for some reason, it's triggered his SIG ability where it didn't in other... I don't know, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to it, but I know there's been instances, I guess, of people testing things where, like, the same action is triggering his sick ability sometimes and isn't other times. So I'm not sure exactly what's all going on with it. 4 mil battle chips, how long you save them? I've been saving them since right around the start of our last season. Maybe like just before it. I'll just pop open all this crap. Good stream, dude. Have a good one. Thanks, Imperius. You too, man. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happens often enough that you pull exactly what you don't want. Yeah, like I've always been like quick to just open anything as it came, and I've had this happen a number of times in Arena where I grinded the champ, and before I got the payout, I opened a crystal and got the champ. Hey, 4-star, sweet. I'll take it. 18k units I want to save to 15k at 2k now. Yeah, I mean, I bought, you know, a number of those deals around Cyber Monday, so that helped stack up my units a good bit too. I think that was like probably 9k units because, you know, the units came along with all the T5 basic fragments and all the stuff in those deals. All right, so 3 stars, 4-star, all that good stuff. I don't think I have much of anything else available to open. Yeah, these things. Doing path 5 this season? I don't know, Hinach. We don't have many like set paths. Like I know BG, he's always on path 6 to 7, but you know it's just kind of he's got the champs for it, and he's just rocked that path for however many seasons it is now, like 3 seasons, and he's barely died on it over the course of that time. So like some people, certain paths, like yeah, like they kind of just own that path. Path 5 has been one of those things, like I'm mainly on it when a Killmonger's there. Sometimes when it's been other champs, like, I don't know, MODOK, we've seen some weird placements there, like, you know, somebody with a rank 5 Corvus might be sent at it or something like that. Kind of all depends. Sometimes I'm a floater, sometimes I'm just cemented in Path 5. Whoa. 4 3-stars, alright. It's not bad. Ooh, man. Rohit Kulkarni? Kulkarni? Man, I'm probably butchering that. Sorry if I am. How's my day going? My day's going great. I hope yours is as well. Quick shot. What's going on, man? How you doing? Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got an ultimate crystal. Just pop it. Yeah, 3-star. Alright. Yeah, screw it. Open all these max sigs. Why not? Yeah. Cool. Towards the end of last season was awesome. OPM had counters for Path 5 and I got to just be back up. Was a breath of fresh air. Yeah, that must be nice, man. Path 5 can be stressful. I know you're like, I know you said you don't get like nervous for Killmonger fights or anything, but man, I still get nervous for that fight no matter how much I've done it. I mean, you saw that one vid where whatever the issue was, dropped input or whatever. People saying there's no such thing as a dropped input, device failure, whatever it is. You know, I had that one fight where I tried to parry at the start of the fight and my champ just stood there and ate a combo, and the start of a fight, like he hasn't even been ramped up at that point, like his attack and all that stuff, and that 5-hit combo killed me. So I mean, like any mess up in that fight could result in dying. So like, yeah, when I go into that fight, I don't go into that fight overconfident or thinking like, oh yeah, it's a walk in the park, I've done it like 30 times. Like every time I do that fight, I'm like, oh man, this fight, like, oh, don't let me mess up, please. Any mess up could result in me dying. I mean, the rest of the path fights, though, like OG Vision, I mean, there's really not much to worry about, especially with the scouter tool. Like, you know exactly what you're walking into. It's pretty easy. But yeah, I do love a war where I can just be a backup and chill, not have to worry about anything. I mean, then again, who doesn't really, right? Alright, so what do I got? I got 6 T4 basics now. Glory Store refresh, I'll probably pick up like another 3. So yeah, I'll be able to do some good rank ups here soon. Got 2 Tier 5 basic. Maybe I'll have another rank 5 today with the start of map 7. 10 T2 alphas. A bunch of T1s and overflow, I think. Yeah, a bunch of them. Alright, let me... Anything I'm missing in chat here? 2 missions, SP3, rank 1, 4-star Proxima Midnight does 12k SP3 damage. I might have to try the Korg 3.2 solo. Yeah, I mean, you catch a bit of that, man. That'd be pretty cool. I just try to approach it chill so I don't get worked up and make a mistake. Yeah, I mean, I do that as well. Like, it's just the nerves set in, you know? Almost like when you're the last one moving in a war where there's like 1 death to give or something. Like, you know, you can't die. Otherwise, this war is lost or it's a tie, whatever the case might be. Like, you know, no matter how easy the fights in front of you are, you kind of feel those nerves. Like, that's how I feel going into Node 29 every time. Like, I shut down everything around me. There is no outside source distraction. Like, it is just me in the game and go time. And I mean, I try to get as relaxed as possible, but it's like, I still remember one of the very first main boss fights I did. I talked about it afterwards where I was like, wow, you know, like, you know, first time doing main boss fights, I remember I was like, don't think this is going to be a regular thing. Like, I don't want to be doing this full time. But like, I started out playing where I had my phone down by my lap and I'm doing this main boss fight. I think it was a Dormammu, might have been a Morning Star, whatever it was. And by the end of the fight, without even noticing over the course of the fight that I had done it, I had pulled my phone to within like an inch of my face. Like, I was just so in the moment and had like the Kung Fu death grip on my phone. And like, I mean, I try to go in relaxed. I'm feeling the nerves a bit, but like, I just want to be relaxed, take my same approach to the fight so like everything goes well. And it's just like an instinctual body reaction, I guess, like kind of tense up. I still remember that one boss fight where like the phone started out like 3 feet from my face, and by the end of it, it ended up like 2 inches from my face. And I didn't even realize it over the course of the fight that I'd moved the phone that close to my face. It wasn't until the fight ended that I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like, holy crap, I got this thing like right in my grill right now. Who next to rank 5? I don't know, Justin. Gonna wait and see what's going on with map 7 here. Probably gonna do a rank up purely to help with map 7, most likely. Everyone watching probably. Yeah, that's another thing too, Racer. I mean, a lot of times like path 5, you're the last to go. If it's a close war, you're one of the last people going. That helps, you know, add a little pressure to the fights in front of you, no matter how easy you might think they are. Like, there's definitely that extra added pressure of like, man, you know, 29 other people relying on getting through this clean because, you know, they all dropped a hell of a lot into this war as well. Like, I'm not the only one doing it. Everyone in the Alliance is doing it. Like, I understand that as well when I complain about war. I'm not the only one doing it. But yeah, when you're doing those late fights, close wars, especially, like, those nerves kind of set in. That's when stars shine the brightest, yeah. Alright, though, I think I'm gonna call it here, fellas. Yeah, pretty uneventful stream in the sense, you know, just doing a little arena, chatting it up with you guys. Nothing like my Captain Marvel Clash run where you got to watch me just get smacked silly and do terrible, but I appreciate you all dropping by, chilling, taking your time to spend with me on this stream. Enjoy your weekends. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And hopefully if you run a map 7, it's not too rough on you and you have a good time with it. Yeah, otherwise, have a great weekend. Take care. Peace.